Okay, who usually comes out there?
Adults and kids.
Adults and kids. With any type of disability or?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, okay. So what I would do would be, I would put together, she has a nonprofit that, what'd you say, it has horses and?
Yeah.
They come out, okay, horse farm, that type of thing. And people come out there with disabilities. So what I would do, if I had her business, I would put together some sort of report, document, video. It doesn't have to be, a document. It could be a video, it could be an audio, something like that. Detailing the benefits of using horse therapy to improve the lives of kids and adults with disabilities. I always think about the prospect and what they would find valuable. That's really all it is. What is something they would find valuable? And don't be an overt sales pitch or anything. Just kill them with kindness. And there's an influence thing we call reciprocity. That will take over eventually. When you're giving people value, people will feel obligated to use you. It works, I'm telling you. I use it all the time. And so, let me give you another example. Mistakes report. That's your next blank. Mistakes. So, think about the top mistakes. The top 10 mistakes that, and it could be 7, it could be 5, don't get hung up on the number. But basically, think about the mistakes that people make when they're hiring a investment banker. When they need a loan from the bank, when they're filing the paperwork, the mistakes that people make. The insurance, okay, I'm going to go with insurance again. What are some of the mistakes that you see people make when they're looking at buying more insurance? One of them is how much coverage. Maybe they get too much, or maybe they get too little. I hear that a lot. What's another business? Anybody want to be a guinea pig? Tell me.
I'm just starting a business focusing on health and wellness. As a dietitian and personal trainer, I'm interested in focusing more on obesity, epidemic, offering, nutrition, wellness seminars.
Who's your target market? Is it everybody?
Female.
Perfect. Okay, good. So what I would do would be put together the 10 mistakes people make when they're losing weight, or the 10 myths, 10 deadly lies people believe about blank, and fill in the blank whatever business that you have. Does that make sense? Okay. Is this helpful? Okay. And this is automated. The key here is automation. I want to get back to that real quick. The key is automation, because that way when you're speaking or you're doing your other thing, you're doing a million other things you got to do today, somebody is in your funnel. I've had people hire me. I had one 2 weeks ago that hired me for consulting that I talked to him 6 months ago. He's been in my funnel. And it was a 4-figure consulting deal. So it was worth a pretty penny. And it was just he followed up through an email, and I have 3 months worth of emails that go out. And the thing is, people don't know that the way I write it. They don't even know that it's all automated. So another example is audio CD. You can do a physical product. This cost me $1.75 on Kanaki.com. The CD, and you can go check it out. You can go to Nashville or just sign up for that list, and I'll send you one for free. If you want to do email marketing, my suggestion is Aweber. You go to Nashville.com. By the way, that's my new site. I kind of want to get out and actually meet people in person. I've been doing consulting for years now, and I don't do anything local. And so I started Nashville.com. It's one of those 1 o'clock in the morning ideas in Nashville and entrepreneur put together. And so if you want to go there, you want to start doing that. If you got any questions, you can just give me a shout. But I would use Aweber to get your email marketing set up and put together your free giveaway. The next thing is a physical newsletter. Physical newsletter. You want to reach people with different mediums. So you don't just want to use email, because when somebody wakes up and they're checking their email, typically 5:30 in the morning is usually the peak of when people are checking their emails, because the day hasn't really started yet. The kids might still be asleep, that type of thing. But you're one of 200 other. You think you just got your competitors? You got everybody else in that inbox right there. Why should they open your emails up, more than anybody else? The other way to combat that is market to them offline. So I'm going to just show you how I do it. It's not the only way. I'm just showing you an example that's actually successful and it works, but you don't have to do it exactly like I do. So I use a company called Send Out Cards. It's a greeting card company. This is one. They have a template. It looks like a newspaper. And so what I did, and I'll show you this, I have a follow-up all the way for a whole year. I have a campaign set up for an entire year. So I just add somebody and they get a card once a month for a whole year. The only thing I change every month, I have a hot resource that I just find a resource that I think is cool that can help them. This doesn't change I do these consultations, these strategy sessions with people for $19, and the $19 goes to St. Jude. I don't even, I just use it to, raise money for kids with cancer. And so that doesn't change, because I want people to, donate to St. Jude. So on this side, and I'm going to walk around the room, on this side, I do a personal message. That changes every month. Just something, just a new update. On the other side, the main side, this is where I give value. There's no sales pitch, there's nothing. I mean, I have a very light sales pitch there. It's $19, but it's going to St. Jude. But I just use the other side to add value to people and teach them. For instance, this is how to use YouTube to market your local business. And I give them 4 steps. Here's 4 steps that people can just run out and use YouTube right away. Just value, and it shows that you're in the game and you know your stuff. Right below it's my hot resource. So I just change that out every month, and then that stays the same at the bottom. Basically, if you want more information from me, you want to book a strategy session, go to this website, St. Jude, or nashville.com/St. Jude. So that's all I do. And the reason I was talking to Reed about this a second ago, sometimes when you follow up with somebody, and if you haven't talked to them like 3 or 4 months, it's kind of weird, and you call them up and they know you want business, and so there's that resistance, there's that positioning. But if I follow up with people once every 30 days, this costs me maybe $12 a year, but I get referrals off this. I get referrals, not even from the people that receive, or I get referrals from the people that receive the cards. So I'm not even just getting business from the people that I follow up with, I'm getting business from their referrals. And that's what we forget, and so it's automated. Somebody opened their mail today and got a greeting card from me, and this is not a sales pitch for send out cards or anything. There's lots of ways you can do it, but I'll tell you a little secret why I like using greeting cards. When you go check your mail today, and tell me if this is true, you're going to stand over your trash can. You got A-pile mail and you got B-pile mail. So I want to be A-pile mail. A-pile mail is your bills, your mortgage, and personal handwritten notes. Guess what's going to get open first? A letter from David Dutton. You see what I'm saying? The key is, you got to break everything down systematically. The key is getting it open. The first job of your advertisement is to get it open. The second job is getting them to read it. So I only give away something that's really cool, a hot resource, and some action step to do every single month. And so they come back, and when they're ready, because marketing is the right message to the right market at the right time. Some people don't have the time, some people don't have the money, but 3 months down the road, they do. And here's the thing, you could be great, but then John Doe comes along because he's at the local mixer, he's at the local Chamber of Commerce event, and he's kind of nice too, or she's kind of nice too. And that person just happens to need insurance, like right now, who are they going to go to? They're going to go to the person that they just met, because that top of mind awareness is Reed and I were talking about. And so, think about that. You want to be on the top of people's mind. I want people to think about David Dutton all the time. So I send people like emails, I send people thank you gifts when they hire me to over-deliver, so they'll think about me and tell their friends about me, brag about me later on. So my marketing keeps going even after the sale. So, comments or questions? Is this good? Is this helpful?
Oh, yeah.
You sure? Tell me.
Susan Mann is a chamber member, and she's with Send Out Cards, so if you don't already know
Who is it?
that, Susan Mann.
Susan?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so do you have a story? How long have you been doing this?
3 years.
3 years, okay. Do you got a story about following up or anything?
I think that whole company's concept of sending gratitude is priceless. I send cards just to send cards because I care about people.
Exactly.
And
Did you hear that? She sends cards just because she cares about people. That's actually one of the most persuasive things you can do for people, is actually care, shockingly. You should actually just care. People actually, they can tell if you're transparent, genuine. They know if you're trying to get their visa. And I'm not even selling. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm all about the money. But you got to care about people, and do it. So you just send out cards just because. So she knows how to get with her. And like I said, this is not the only way to do it, but I think it's great because it actually will get opened. So just think about that when you open your mail today. Comments or questions about doing any of this? The key is automation. This is what I want you to understand. I don't want to add anything else to your plate. I want you to optimize what you're already doing. So when you go meet your 5 leads or your 10 leads this month with all the stuff that you're doing, then I want you to increase your conversion rate with those people that you took so much energy and time and resources to actually get in the first place. You know, it takes time and resources and money and all this stuff just to get a prospect. So if you got 10 of them, how can you actually increase your conversion rate instead of going out and just trying to find that next lead because that person wasn't ready yet? You know, so. All right, guys, that is it for me, and that's probably about 20 minutes. I have no idea, but I'm sure it is. Perfect. Good. Thank y'all.
All right, before I go, thank you, David. Any questions today? John?